created. It's called Promises Made. And it's an app for building communities of practice, which is a special term for groups that came together to share the same problems and intentions. And together they decided to do something about it and support each other while doing so. And because this is just any regular group of friends or whatever, but if they want to go a little bit more methodic and actually learn something, they become this so-called community of practice, and they turn into some method for the learning. And they bring in a process of systematic group learning from fulfilling the promises they made to each other and to the group. And there's a learning process. There's like a loop. You formulate an intention. You want to learn something, you want to improve on something, you want to start doing something. And then you ask your peers for support. Please, can you support me on doing that? Then you formulate, you make a promise, and you establish a peer commitment and a reflective session in the future where this will be evaluated. Then the process goes on, and then the session, the reflective session, is here to check if the promises you made were actually made or how they were evaluated, if they were met or not. And the result is, what have we learned from that? It's not about punishing someone, it's not about like giving them high fives, but it's more about like, how have we learned? You learn to formulate your intentions better next time, or to support your peers in doing that intention, and such and so forth. So you become a better practitioner, better to formulate better intentions, and to support each other. And you close the intention loop. But this can be still made on the paper. And then comes the holo step, why to do this in Holochain, is with increasing this intention loops, you gain credibility. And by being a practitioner, having a good intention maker or a good supporter, and thanks to these distributed identities, you can transfer this credibility to a different group or a different context, or this group become an institution of some sort. And in this whole web of trust thing. So that's the basic scope of it. And these guys, or we, as I said, we have a Holo app to enable the process, basically. Wait! Let's skip all the value propositions and let you show the, here you go. It's on the,
So yesterday we actually dumped it down to the most minimal piece of something that is actually manageable. It took some time to set the Holochain app, and the result was like, today we were doing some wireframes and then the screens, and then which is somewhere with the computer, and there's the Holochain app, and I made some basic HTML plus JavaScript front-end just with one simple thing actually. It does the sign, and this is hash coming from actual Holochain, which was the successful feat like half an hour ago. And this is actually a list which is saved at his computer. So this is the list of my commitments which I made, like attend workshop, write a book, make a coffee. And the rest is not based on Holochain, just the screens, which is like a detail that I will bake a cake. There's some expiration and there's some accountability. I can request attestation, which is just a mail. Then this is my attestation request to me, which I have to confirm that yes, you did that, no you didn't, and the comments. And my new commitment, which is just a form. So this would be filled, and it is actually achievable now because we just managed to establish the connection. So that's for now everything we did.
Okay. So to close it off, we have questions?
Yeah, but go ahead and finish what you're saying. I have a question for Jakob.
I just wanted to wrap it. So it's why do this? to invest in relations between people with shared intentions. It's better than to all these apps. We have habit building apps are just based on individual. I will promise myself to do something, and then you're your own whip, and you usually fail. Or you have to pay another authority, like a psychotherapist or a mentor or a coach, to come there and to be like an external authority. With this, you actually can utilize all the relationships, the shared intentions group. So the trust you build among each other, you can use that as the currency, or as the, I won't say currency, it's confusing, but you can use that instead of just bringing in people or being alone by yourself. So that's the one value proposition. So you save money on coaches, and also you won't be alone. It's a sense of belonging. And also, you get better at knowing yourself by formulating intentions, because you kind of get better by doing that and supporting your peers' intentions. Examples in real life, we have, I don't know, music band, Holochain, developers, whatever. And in the process of negotiation, what Jakub does is to make partnership with the Czech Associations of Psychotherapists and also with the Faculty of Pedagogy in Maastricht University. So it actually has some traction. That's what I wanted to, that's my 5 cents. Now your question, Harp.
Cool. Thank you. Jakub, since you were doing a bunch of the development, was there, and you also came in with thoughts about self-sovereign identity and all that kind of stuff, were there any insights that emerged for you, any highlights in using Holochain? Did it start to make sense how self-sovereign identity works here and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I guess I understand like that agents and data cooperation stuff in DHT. I think still there is still missing part, which is in progress, I guess, and it's about that standardization of the DIDs and private public key pairs, because Holochain is using some format, I guess, but the missing piece is how to be compliant with that DID W3C standard, and the same is probably for the verifiable credentials. Maybe the question is whether user needs to be part of the network, because as I understand Holochain, the user needs to participate on the network, which is not use case in a hyperology Indy, for example, because there is already a network and the user don't have to care about that. So that's still my question, how it, or whether it's necessary in Holochain.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't like doing that. It's just I really want us to get moving. Cool. Any other burning questions? We're a little over time.